Hello everyone, thank you for being here. Welcome to our channel Runway with Code. So it's our first channel, so kindly please like the video and share with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe the channel. So let's start with our today's topics. Today we're gonna study about the basic fundamental thing that we have covered in our C languages, but these things are used in every language when we're doing programming in every particular language like Java, C++, C Sharp, and any programming language. We must know these fundamental things like data type, variables, functions, loops, switch cases, and many other things. But these are the major things that we have to use everywhere in every programming language. Okay, so our today's topic is data type and variables. So in C++, as I told you in the first lecture, that what is an object? Object is a variable of type class. So the definition says object is a variable of type class, means object is a variable and the class is like a data type. Similarly, in this C language and also in C++, we have variables and data types. So variables are the user defined. Every time it is always a user defined, means you can create a variable with any name. So it is not any foundation, but here data type is a major thing that we want to study. So first I open the folder, Alt F, new, empty class, and then firstly we have to save the program so that suggestions will come. So here I save this with program2.cpp. So cpp is like extension of C++. So don't forget this. So first we do include header files, that is include iostream and using namespace std. Okay. So firstly I comment out the themes. So today we discuss about, let's zoom this so that we can see it more clearly. Okay. So data types. So in the C++ or in C2, we have two types of data types, like one is user defined data type and another one is built-in data type. So built-in data type, the name suggested that built-in means the header file and the language itself includes some kind of data types in it, like we have integer, we have character, float, double, long. So these are the built-in data type that we're gonna study, and these are the basic these are useful. Like we use integer, we use character, we use long int, double float, simply float. Okay, so these are the data type like built-in type. Okay, and another one is user defined data type that we use by we define the data types. Like in C++ we use class as a user defined data type. In C we use structures as a user defined data type. We also use union, and the very much useful that are arrays we use in C and C++ both, and pointers are also the user defined data types. Okay, so these are the basic classification of data type, that one is user defined data type and another one is built-in data type. Okay, so in user defined data type we have classes, structures, union, and here many other things, like first we include array because it's very much important. Okay, so these are the basic classification of data types. and we're gonna study right now the built-in data type, and this is that not means that is they are built-in type though, so that they do not use, but they are also used and they are majorly used. Okay, so let's start it. So to start programming, firstly we have to include our main function, that is in main, and write return 0, so it will not give any error. Okay, so like I told you that they are the data types: integer, character, long and double float, वगैरह. So here we use integer. So int is stand for integer. Okay, so int I, here int is our data type and we can create any variable with any name. So I can say I can say p, anything I can say. Okay, so like I take the I and p. So here int is a data type and we can create float also, but with different data type. Okay, so that will not give any redundancy. So like float q. Okay, and character s. Okay, so they are the built-in data type that we're gonna use. So here we do not initialize any variable, so the variable are not allocate any memory right now, because we do not initialize these by any kind of variable value. Okay, so if we see out these variables, like we have to see the value they contain right now. So the value contained by the variables. Okay, so firstly I check for I. So here I can simply write I followed by the symbols. So first I have to run this program. Okay, so firstly you have to control F9. Okay, similarly you can print for P and Q and S too. Right now taking time for building this. So same 0 error and 0 warning. So now I can run my program by pressing Ctrl F10. Okay. See, the value contained by the variable is this. See here 4201019. Okay, so this is the garbage value taken by this I. Okay, because we do not initialize with any value by self. But if we initialize it, like we save this program first. Okay, now press save. We have to pull this Ctrl F9. Now the value contained by I is see, the value contained by variable I is 6. Okay, so remember this, we have to initialize the value. If we not initialize any variable, it contains its garbage value. Okay, by self. So now I told you about cin operator. So cin is the operator to take the value from the user. Here we initialize I by simply assign the value by self, but if we want to take the value from the user, that we will use the program, so we can use cin in C++. Okay, so the header file contain, so the iostream header file contain both the cout and cin operators, so that we can use. But if we remove this header file from here, the error will come. Okay, so the error will appear here. So try the programs. by removing the header files, but they definitely you give error, so don't run. So like here I take for Q. Okay, so firstly we have to say the user to enter the values. So please enter the value. Okay, see, so Cn, and now I print the value. So here our operator is also, that is AND, that we will use for taking the things in a new line. So here I will not use any AND, so it will simply come in a single line. So here I also use, so /n is also used instead of AND. But in C++ we can use AND, but in C we cannot use AND. Okay, here we can use /n. So here the value Q. Okay, please enter the value for Q. First we have to pull it down. Now Control F10. See, the value for the I is 6, and please enter the value of Q. We enter 4, and see the value of Q is 4. So it's very simple. So we can use character and long int, double int, but for the right now we're taking the example of this data type. So try it. Thank you for the video. So please like the video and share with your friends. In the next video we will take the topics like functions and loops. Okay, so please stay with us. Thank you so much.